You ready? Oh, okay. Hi, how are you? Are you sure we're ready, Chris? Okay,
Yeah.
good. And we're good on Facebook and on YouTube. Hi, how are you? Welcome to video 27 of Mindset Reset. Mindset Reset is a month-long free training program that I, Mel Robbins, am leading with our team. And it is designed to teach you to change how you think, because when you change how you think, you will change your life. Changing your life has nothing to do with feeling motivated. It has nothing to do with the ability that you have or don't have. It all begins with the way that you change how you think. Because I'm telling you right now, there's only one thing stopping you from getting everything that you want, from being happier, from making your relationships better, and it is the patterns that you think in. And you're not broken, but the patterns that you think in many areas of your life are broken. And Mindset Reset, knowing how to do one, it's going to help you fix those patterns that are in your mind that no longer serve you. So my name is Mel Robbins, and I'm leading this free training. I'm the author of the 5-second rule. Oh, it's over this shoulder. I also do a bazillion other things. And one of the main reasons why we wanted to create Mindset Reset is because we know that you are struggling with stress, with overwhelm. You're tired of feeling like you're not good enough. You're tired of dealing with anxiety. You're worried about anxiety in your kids. And so today is the 27th live training that we're done. Now, if the number 27 makes you go, whoa, holy cow, just reel it back in, because you're not behind. You haven't missed anything. All the videos are free. All the videos are on YouTube, and all the videos are there for you to use forever to share with anybody that you want. So if you'd like to get the daily email that we send out, just go to melrobbins.com/mindsetreset. Every morning while the program's live, we will email you a recap of what we talked about, all the links that you need to the playlists that are involved in this program, and you can take this at your leisure. If you're watching this video and the live training portion has already concluded, don't worry about it. Go to melrobbins.com/mindsetreset, and we will send you an email that gives you a link to everything that you need so you can walk yourself through the program at your leisure. There's nothing to buy unless you want to buy something. I'm not here to sell you an event or a webinar or anything, really. And in fact, when you do ask me about things that I like, I am very clear to tell you, don't buy them. I'm only telling you about these things because so many of you are asking me. I want to talk to you today about the power of choosing a word or a phrase that becomes your mantra or your intention. You see, I've said throughout this course that Mindset Reset isn't an event. It's not something that you do once. You don't watch one video and suddenly everything's changed. It's a process, and it's a skill that you're learning to be able to catch yourself when your thoughts are negative, or to notice when you're getting triggered, or to recognize the patterns that you think in that no longer serve you, and to take control of what you're thinking about deliberately so that you change your mind. And so today we're going to be talking about something that's called an environmental trigger. So much of this course has been about taking a look at what's going on inside your mind, right? Taking a look and noticing the patterns that you have in your brain. Taking a look and noticing what's triggering you. Creating anchor thoughts and doing the mental work of using anchor thoughts to update how you think. And I'm really proud of you. You've also been practicing a morning routine, and a morning routine is super important because how you wake up and what you do for those first 10 to 30 minutes, it's absolutely critical when it comes to your mindset. And we know based on research that your mood in the morning has an impact on your ability to focus, to be productive, and to be happy and connected all day long. And so you have been practicing your morning routine, which I want you to practice for the rest of your life. You know, these are skills that you're going to continue to come back to. And today's lesson is a really, really fun one. You know, we're wrapping up Mindset Reset this week. And so I want you today to come up with either a mantra or come up with a word that you're going to use in order to bring you back to the kind of thinking that you want to do. Okay, so it's like an Uber anchor thought. Now, there's a ton of research about something called an environmental trigger. Now, we've looked at triggers in this course. We looked at triggers, in a bunch of the videos. In video 14, we actually had you go into your life and identify all the triggers. In videos 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, we talked in depth about the science around how we think and how we think in patterns and what's the difference between being on autopilot and being deliberate. We've talked about limiting beliefs. We've talked about the skill of noticing when you're thinking that which is negative and switching to this which is positive. And in video 5, we had an extensive Q&A on all that. And so you've looked at triggers in your life in a negative way. Now I want to use triggers in a really positive way to trigger your mindset all day long. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I told myself that I would have a peaceful mindset. I told myself that I would relax. I told myself that I would believe. I told myself that I would do it anyway. I told myself. And so here's what we're going to do. Let me explain what an environmental trigger is. And then what I want you to do is I'm going to have you create one for yourself that will help you from now until eternity to constantly be coming back to the kind of mindset that you want. So there's these awesome authors, it's brothers actually, by the name of Dan and Chip Heath. And basically in their research, what they found is that when you place visual clues in prominent places to trick yourself into accomplishing your goals, you are more likely to achieve your goals because the clues are right in front of you. Let me give you some positive examples. So for example, if you lay your workout clothes out at night, when you walk into your closet in the morning, there is a visual trigger, an environmental trigger in your closet to remind you of your commitment to exercise. There are your clothes right there out in front of you. It reminds you. If you buy healthy food and you get rid of all the garbage that you're not supposed to eat, when you open up your fridge, that is an environmental trigger that triggers you that you made a commitment to eat healthy. You made a commitment to be on Whole30. You made a commitment to do whatever it is that you're doing for your body. There was a guy in their research that made an environmental trigger out of his password. So his password was quit smoking forever. So that every time he signed into his computer, it was a environmental trigger to remind him of his commitment. Do you know what? The guy quit within a week. This is really powerful stuff. I'm going to show you some examples of environmental triggers. I promised that this program would be rated G, so I've got to cover up one of the words here. But this is on my desk. I don't know how. There we go. There we go. You're good. Okay. This is on my desk. You are doing a great you-know-what-in job. You are doing a great job. When I walk in and I see this on my desk, I'm going to tell you something. 9 times out of 10 when I'm walking in, I'm typically telling myself I'm behind the ball or I'm not doing enough or, boy, I've got so much to do. And when I see this sign, it's an environmental trigger that reminds me that I'm actually doing a good job, because we all know if you're cheering for yourself, you're actually going to be more productive. If you bring optimism to your work, hey, I'm doing a good job, I'm doing the best that I can, you're going to do better. That's not me saying so, that's research. It's incredible. They did this 2-year-long study where they divided 2 sales teams into people who were optimistic and people who were pessimistic. And guess what? Within 1 year, the pessimistic natured people, that's a mindset, by the way, to see things negatively. The pessimistic mindset people were doing way worse than the optimistic. The optimistic folks were outselling pessimistic folks by 19%. By year 2, the optimistic folks were outselling the pessimistic folks by 57%. This mindset stuff isn't a joke. It works. And so another environmental trigger, my tattoo. Chris, can we see your tattoo too? It shall be. It shall be is a little grounding environmental trigger right on my wrist that when I start getting freaked out, that I start feeling like I can't trust, like if I can't come over here so people can see you, that I see this and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. Calm down, do the work, and it shall be. Chris, what's your environmental trigger right on your arm? Another tattoo here. What's that mean?
It says one gate. Just a reminder to take it one gate at a time, or one day at a time, or one moment at a time.
Well, it's also really cool. Chris was a ski racer. Let's show him this. Chris was a ski racer growing up, and he used to sit in the gate. Can you see that? He used to sit in the ski gate at the start of the race and basically be pooping in his pants. He was so nervous. And so his father used to write him letters saying and counseling him to always just think about the next gate. Take it one gate at a time. Guess whose handwriting that is? That's his dad's. Pretty cool, huh? That's a powerful environmental trigger. And so what I want you to do is I want you to come up with right now, what is a grounding mindset, a positive, an optimistic, a fulfilling word for you? What is a phrase for you? And write it in the comments. I want you to absolutely, positively tell me what your word is. Tell me what your saying is. What's on this wrist is it shall be. And this was something that I have used for years to calm anxiety and to stay hopeful and optimistic and put my head back down and do the work when I feel nervous. Another environmental trigger that I love. Now, these guys are a partner of ours. Some of you have asked, are these an affiliate partner? Yeah, they are. I love these My Intent bracelets. Let me tell you why. My word this year is deliberate. That's my word. Because in order to be the best mom I can be, to be the best wife I can be, to be the best colleague I can be, to be the best leader I can be, to be the best talk show host I can be, to be the best human being I can be, to myself, I got to start to be more deliberate. And so I had one of these little My Intent bracelets made. I love this thing. It's less than $30. The profits go to charity. We love it so much, and our team digs us so much that the founder actually shipped us a kit to make them ourselves. And, you know, I'm not telling you to buy it, but so many of you keep asking me about it. I will tell you, we have a partnership with them. So if you go to have a My Intent bracelet, wherever it is, designed with your word on it, and you use Mel at the checkout, they'll give you 30% off, okay? And they are one of our partners, and we love them dearly because I love environmental triggers. And they work. They work because they stay present in your mind, and that's based on the research around environmental triggers and how they cue you to be more deliberate around what you're thinking about. So I have just a few moments for some questions because I have to catch a flight. So hopefully I'll see you in Vegas, Dallas, or Orlando at some point this week. Melissa Lang has rings that says I am enough and breathe that I wear whenever I need more encouragement. Awesome. Here's a shout out to Tiffany Redden. Can't thank you enough. Your morning routine, mindset reset, and do it anyway helped me finally launch a blog about coping with parental alienation that I've been planning for years. Even though I was petrified, I actually recorded my first video blog. A mantra was essential. Congratulations. Tanika Kirby, cup of water on top of my coffee canister. I don't know what that is. What? I must not have. Tanika Kirby, cup of water on top of my coffee canister. Oh, that's an environmental trigger to remind her to make the water. Cool. Joanna, crazy cool. I did this on my own without even knowing it was a good thing to do. My word in 2019 is action. I have it posted in my house everywhere. You know, a lot of you have also asked about this ring. It was a ring that Chris and the kids designed for me for my 50th birthday. There are 5 rings. There are 5 of us in our family. I turned 50, which is a 5, the 5 second, lots of 5s in my life. And what I love about this ring more than anything is that in each of the rings, the kids and Chris engraved a message to me. And so I'm all about the environmental triggers. When I travel, I literally look at this all the time. I also look at my belt all the time. This is 10 years old. Oakley's now 13. And it just reminds me of the family. Andrea, what if I don't know what my word is? How do I find it? Andrea, actually, if you go to myintent.org, they've got a whole list of questions that you can ask yourself to find your word. And if you can't limit it to a word, you can use a phrase. I mean, I love Chris's one gate. I love that it reminds him to just calm down and focus on what's ahead of you. I love my it shall be because it reminds me to have faith, to do the work and to have faith. Stop gripping everything. I love my intent bracelet. I love the word deliberate. I look at this thing all the time. It's just literally a hunk of brass and a string, and it has made a huge difference in my life. Here's some other things that you can do. What's your goal this year? What energizes you? Is there something that you want to let go of? Is there something you want to improve? And what word, as a daily reminder, would actually prompt you to keep those personal commitments to change front and center? That's it. And remember, if you do decide you want a My Intent bracelet, and I'm telling you, don't buy one. But if you do, if you're one of the people that have been writing to us about it, make sure you use Mel in the checkout. Chris, do you have a question? Oh, no. Okay, Danielle, do we have any other questions? Environmental triggers, that's hers. Anything else? I think that that's going to wrap it up. I want to tell you that tomorrow we're having a huge Q&A. One of our I think it's our last. So please get your questions in. Please tell us what your word or your phrase is going to be for the rest of this year in the comments. And whether you have a little sign made up, or you write one, or you get a My Intent bracelet, or you have a necklace made, or you have your family make a ring, or you make a little sign for your desk, you know, that's like this. Whoopsie, let's cover that. Or you do something to give yourself a positive environmental trigger, because they work. In case nobody else tells you today, I want to be the one to tell you that I love you, and I believe in your ability to change your life for the better, because I know that when you change how you think, you will change your life. I know that you have the ability to do the small things that add up to big things, and you deserve to have big things happening in your life. And that's why I expect to see you back here tomorrow for this Q&A. And if you have a question, I expect you to write it in the comments and use the hashtag Mindset Reset and tag us on it. And by all means, if you get a My Intent bracelet, or you make yourself a little sign, or you get a tattoo, or you make a sign for yourself that says something, please take a photo of it and tag me so I can cheer for you, because I love cheering for you. It's one of my favorite things to do. All right, and if you see me on the road, give me a hug, okay? I'm on the road a lot this week. And I think that's it. If you haven't signed up for Mindset Reset, melrobbins.com/Mindset Reset. And I will see you tomorrow for a gigantic Q&A on the road. Bye.